Okay, just want to share my goals with you guys. So one of the things that, and then I'll ask for your goals and BTS related goals as well. Um, is Phaedra leaving? Are you leaving, Phaedra? So one of the things that I've sort of realized, I unplugged in the when I went to spend Christmas with my cousin and his family. I unplugged, so it kind of sort of um, happy stand good night. Sort of made me think about what I actually want to do, what I really wanted to do. Phaedra, good night. Good night, Phaedra. Bang Luna, good night. Thank you for joining again. So one of the things that I really sort of wanted to do was that I was able to sort of really think what I want to do for 2025. And three goals that I've set for myself is to finally finish the online magazine that I've discussed with you guys. I wanted to create an online magazine. At least that's how want to start. That is to do an online magazine that would help highlight Asian entertainment and culture. But I kind of want to concentrate more on critical analysis and stuff. So that's one. The second goal is to publish the novel that I started discussing with you guys. It's just that it's progressing. It's just not progressing as fast as I wanted to. But now that I have help, I think I can let go of other things a little so that I can concentrate on those goals. Um, and then one of the things that I want to start working on is buying a land because um, because I want to eventually be able to adopt or foster old dogs, like senior dogs, and be able to give them a dignified rest of their life. So it actually is my motivation to continue earning money. I am not rich by any means. If I retire now, I can retire and not do anything in the Philippines, but not in the US. So I'm not rich, but I want to continue earning money because I want to be able to buy a land and adopt all of those dogs and foster them, just give them a dignified rest of their life. So one thing that I realized is I that I don't I feel more comfortable um a canine nursing home, right? I feel like this is the way for me to um stay motivated, one, and second is that it makes me feel more comfortable talking about money, dealing with money, earning money, because I know that it's not something that I'm trying to earn just because I want to earn money, just because I want to earn, like, buy things that I don't need or whatever. I'm past that. I'm happy with what I have. I can go back and live in my car and I'll still be okay. So um that is the goal. um I want to what I do feel, however, is an incredible amount of freedom realizing that I can retire in the Philippines and I'll be okay. Like, that gave me a certain sense of freedom. So I'd like to be able to help others do the same. I don't know how yet, but I want to do that. um Fairlane, you and me both, one day when I grow up. You also want like a senior home, nursing home for canines, for senior canines. Sam, thank you, Sam. So I want to be able to help other people get to that. Like, I know that for a lot of people, money is such a like an iffy subject to talk about, and it can be cheap to talk about it. But what I realized is that I feel comfortable talking about it, pursuing it, because I'm not doing it for luxury or for whatever. I'm doing it because I do have a purpose to serve, and that is to for Asian art and entertainment, to highlight that, to give opportunities to other artists, and of course for dogs. Um, so that is my realization for 2025. um what's the topic of the book that you're writing? It's a novel, it's fiction. So for those of you who don't know, when I write, so I used to write movies and I've written books before as well. When I write, I like visualizing my characters as real human beings. All the movies that I've written before, they were actually, when I was imagining them, I was actually imagining real people. And most of the time, I name them after real people as well because it helps me imagine the characters. Although they are not necessarily my characters, like the personalities are different. So for this one, the look that I imagined is BTS. So yeah. So in the next live, I'm actually going to install some things here, so you can see the characters, and I'll tell you about it. Um, Badges said I'm more concerned about money as I age in the US. I know it's very expensive to retire here. When I was making my computation, I was like, oh my God, I'm probably gonna, with a very basic, like basic thing, I will probably need to set aside like about 3 million just to be able to make sure that I will be like supported until I pass away. Um, so it's very expensive. So I don't know if I'm ever going to retire in the US, because as I've said, like for, like if I have 1 million, I would like to be able to put some money aside for that K9 nursing home. Because I really want to provide a good like last chapter of their lives. Also, I want to, like if I can, one of the goals that I have is to be able to put up like a small school to teach art among kids. I mean, to kids. If the worst case scenario would be for me to just put more kids, like support more kids in scholarship, basically. Ray said California is expensive, but other states are cheaper for retirement purposes. Yeah, I mean, I'm considering other states as well. Definitely, that's in the books. I'm not ruling that out right now. I can't leave California because work is here. I don't have any plans in leaving my employer until he tells me that I can leave. But yeah, running wild, they played it twice for replays during touchdown. Again, they did it again. Washington State is too expensive to retire. Yeah, I'm probably like initially I wanted to do Boise, Idaho. That's one of the options. Fairy Lane, let us know when you start the old dogs, and I would like to be able to sponsor. Thank you. Yes, I will. I will. I'm still saving for that land. Um, I don't even know where it's going to be, but definitely I want it to be in a cooler place, a cooler climate, because dogs. uh so definitely not south. Okay, please pay close attention to Jin's new OST. We don't have the date yet. I will. Love living in Boise. Are you in Boise? As a therapist, I find your goals very inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I definitely hope to do that to inspire people. But yeah, I think that is one important thing. Like, people are so iffy about talking about money. I think it's because there is this like mentality that earning money is just for yourself. Like you're earning money, you want to earn more money and become wealthy because you just want to buy luxuries and afford luxuries and buy this purse and go to whatever. But for me, it's not that. I want to be able to earn money because I want that nursing home for for canines, for senior canines. I want to be able to support more kids. Yeah, so I don't mind, like if somebody asks me for tips, I'm so comfortable talking about it because it's not a selfish thing really, because I'm happy with what I have. I mean, I'm trying to like have my own garden so that I can just plant, like produce my own food, or at least part of it. That's how simple I'm trying to live. I don't want, like, I'm trying to get to a point where I know my vegetables will come from my own garden so that I don't have to pay for it or something like that. In the place where I am right now, I can take care of a chicken. I do want to take care of a free range chicken, of course. I don't want them confined in a certain place or whatever. But I thought like if I have chicken, then I have eggs, so I can eat. So something like that. I'm trying to really like simplify my life, so that I can just focus on my goals: dogs, school for art school for kids, the novel, helping other artists. So Eva said 100K subs for you this year or before June 2025. Oh, wow. Thank you. I hope so. BTS fans in India donated pet food, pet beds, blankets, etc. to the Sika for Tess' birthday. Oh, wow. I did not know that. There was somebody who was like, so I posted about Jimin's return to Billboard Hot 100 because I kind of want to inspire people to continue streaming for him so we can put him back in Billboard Hot 100 next week. And someone said, like, you're not doing anything for Taeyong. I was like, no, I don't know anything, any project. Like, let me know if there's any project and I will support. I don't start projects because I don't have the time to do, like, I don't have the time to organize. By the way, that actually reminds me, but I will support. Like, if somebody tells me about a project for Taeyong or any other member, I am going to support that. By the way, somebody organized this thing for J Hope to rechart his song, because he is the only member who hasn't gotten to US iTunes number one this year. So this girl actually, um, she she started that project, and then people started like getting angry at her for doing it because they said that she it coincided with the birthday of V. um but it did not, because it didn't overlap. By the way, so President Yoon's legal team announced plans to file for an injunction to the Constitutional Court to suspend the effectiveness of the warrant. So a warrant was actually issued, and now he's going to file for an injunction. Somebody sent me a link. Okay, let me see where that is, because I want just to thank her, because she organized this thing for J Hope. She started the project, she followed through, and she achieved her goal. And now people were criticizing her, um, for doing it, because they said, "Oh, it's so close to the birthday of V," which I thought was unfair. Number one, we want to um, we want to celebrate the birthday of V. We just, well, a lot of people couldn't because of what happened in South Korea. So this is her. So BTS achieves historic milestone. So they became the first group for each member reach number one on US iTunes within the same year. And this is the girl that organized it. And she posted this message because she got criticized and bombarded by haters saying that, why did you do that during the birthday month of V and whatever. And now she's apologizing. But anyway, I want to thank her. Her name is Nicole Got No Jams. But I want to thank her. And if you can give her like positive messages and just like her or follow her, whatever, because I think that was a good thing that she did. And I'm sure that the people that were criticizing her are not real Taeyong fans. I think they're just haters. Um, but majority of the people that criticized her were claiming to be fans of V, which I don't believe. I don't. There, I think they're just haters.